Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening, everybody, and good afternoon. And good if it's morning where you are, good morning. Thank you for joining me today. As you can see, I'm going Halloweeny on you. I have a little Halloween backdrop. I got a little hat on, and I'm trying to get into the October fall Halloween mood. So I am here. How are y'all this evening? This afternoon, because it's not evening yet. We're going to be talking about being honest with ourselves because this is very much the key in choosing the right target and leveling up. So, I suggest in order to start being honest with ourselves, we must write down everything about ourselves that we like and the things we do not like. This might be hard. And then you also need to write down what you need to work on and improve on. And this might be hard for some people because they don't like to take responsibility for themselves. And so they tend to not get to where they want to get in life, and they continue to find other people or circumstances to blame. So we're going to get that out of the way by writing down all the things that we know that we need to work on. There's no more excuses. If you are struggling to level up, this is your problem, because you're not being honest with yourself and you are not taking full responsibility for yourself. Okay, so thank you, Napinda Sprinkle Sprinkle. So in order to do this, get you a little notebook and write down everything you like and that you are proud of, that you feel good about. Then write everything that you know you need to improve on, that you want to change, that you are not happy about. Now, don't focus too much on, the negative aspect. Just look at it as things that you are going to create as goals. Okay, these are not anything negative. These are going to be your new goals, basically. So the things that you don't like, let's say emotional outbursts, that's something you need to work on. Okay. So you're going to work on that. That's going to be a goal. No emotional outbursts this week. Okay. You get you a little planner and you write down every day emotional, notes. Were you emotional today? Da, da, da. Okay. So, and maybe you can work on two things at once, or if it's something big like that, maybe just work on one thing at once. If you're working on weight, write down your weight in the morning and keep a log of how much you're eating and what you weigh for that week. That way you become responsible for it. Okay. It just is not something in the back of your head that you think you might need to work on or you should be working on. It has now become your responsibility because you're taking the initiative to make it part of your daily goal. Okay. So write it down. Get up in the morning, get on the scale, and write that number down. That way, all day long, you're conscious about what you're eating because you got to get back on the scale in the morning and you don't want to see the increase. You want to see the decrease. So you're going to be very mindful and responsible for what goes in your mouth. Thank you, Cherry Dawn. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. And it will also help if you write down what you ate. That way you know what helps and what does not help. The next thing is the people that are in your life. How do they make you feel? Like if you are around a lot of negative people, you need to take charge of your presence around these people, okay, and your time around these people. If you hang out with your friend and you check your mood after you've hung out with your friend, check your mood. How do you feel? Do you feel better? Do you feel worse? Do you feel like she was draining you? Do you feel like she was judging you? How do you feel after you hang out with her? If it's bad, spend less time. Okay? Be responsible. If you're going on dates, don't talk too much, don't share too much. Write that down if you have a problem over explaining things or over talking. Are y'all still here or did y'all get cut? I have to get on the next screen. I hate when YouTube does it. Y'all comment something to see if y'all are still here. I'll have to go. I hate it when it does that. Well, that's okay. I do the pop out chat. I found a way to still see, huh? Okay. They can't get me. We're still here, yay. Well, thank y'all for still being here. So, right. Now let's work on appearance. Do you look good enough for a man of means to cross a room for you in front of lots of people to come and have a conversation with you in public around people he may or may not know? Okay, let's be honest. You got to be honest. How are you dressed? Are you dressed appropriately enough for someone to actually do that? So check yourself before you leave your home. Are you respectable? Are you attractive? Are you attractive enough to attract the type of guy that you're trying to go get the attention of? Are you dressed the type of way that they respond to or are most comfortable with approaching? So you need to make a checklist, okay? And stick to that, and don't just be random with how you go about, freestyling. Don't be random with how you go around your day, because that's why people are not getting results, because they are too random and they're not organized or responsible, and they don't prioritize things in the correct order. Their life is basically chaos and scrambling around, okay? So get yourself in order. Like Beyonce says, get information, baby. This is my little Halloweeny October look. I got my little Halloween outfit, and I just wanted to wear the hat because it was so cute. Right. So, even with trolls, we know trolls from Chapstick Alley are going to come in here and say stupid stuff and get out. We already know that. They need attention. They don't have no man. And so, this is how they get their little cry for help. So y'all say hi to them and ask them how they're doing. Hopefully the stimulus check will come through for you. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So you don't end up like the trolls in here. Please put your life in order so that you can really thrive and get to where you are trying to get. Okay, so you don't have to be a bottom feeder. Okay. Yeah. You want to leave your job and move to Dallas or Austin? What plan do I need? You need a savings plan and a who live in Texas, Dallas or Austin. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I'm still trying to lose weight. That's my goal, 50 pounds to lose. Well, girl, that's not a lot. You could probably lose that by New Year's if you really, really stick to your diet plan, or 1,500 calories or less a day. You could do it. Is it hard to find? Oh God, I'm going to leave this one person too. But I'm going to put people in timeout so they can just watch, because obviously something's wrong with their mental. Okay. We can't make people take their medication. Okay. We can't keep them off the internet either. So, we got to put up with them. They people too. We gotta respect the mentally challenged, mentally ill. So I'm gonna put them on pause so they can watch. Time out, babies. Count to 10. Breathe, baby. Breathe. Squeeze your little stress ball. Play with your fidget spinner. All right. How you said I look like a Western accountant? Why, thank you. So, also, if you have a boyfriend, husband, or whatever, make sure that they are also going in the same direction as your life is going. Like, meaning they're not going backwards. Meaning they're not falling off of their improvements. So you also have to make sure that they're still going in the right direction that you also want to be going, not backwards. Okay. Right. So after you are honest with yourself and you write down all the things you need to improve on and you work on them daily, keep track of the things that you have improved on and that you're now proud of, and write those down or check them off like, yay, I did it, And then as your list gets smaller on the things you want to work on, you'll start to see your life improve for the better. You'll be happier. You'll have more opportunities. You'll feel better about yourself. Your confidence will grow, etc., etc. Okay, so take full responsibility for yourself, because no one is going to go down that list and fix them for you. Only you can do that. And it doesn't make sense to be upset, cry, mad, or troll on other people because you don't want to sit down and make a list and actually work on yourself. So this list is for you and to improve your life. Okay, it's for you to also execute and for no one else to, because that is your personal growth. So a lot of people need to do that. Right. A lot of people got to do that, because if they don't, they'll be in chat rooms, upset, living in garages, overweight, and broke. Okay. It's pretty sad, because I think when they get to that point, they have nothing else to do and they can't go anywhere else but up. So that's why they still come to my channel, because they know that I'm very encouraging and they have nowhere else to go but up. When you hit rock bottom, all you can do is look up and be upset. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't look up and be upset, hold on a second, y'all. Let me get rid of the trolls, because they're really getting on my nerves today. I'm trying to actually help people and they're sitting over there broke on unemployment. Right? Well, they probably don't even get the unemployment because, they done scammed the system and got caught. Okay. How you gonna scam the system and get caught? I mean, at least be smart about it. All right. She's gone. All right. Yay. I just hate trying to click buttons and talk at the same time. So let me unhide one person. Oh, I don't remember if I hit that person by accident or not. Let's see. Oopsie. Sorry if I hit you by accident. It's too many. These people have so many accounts, fake accounts, to troll my channel because they don't have a life. It's just pathetic. Hold on, I'm trying to undo one person. It's pretty sad. Like, I can't imagine having like 20 accounts for one person. Like, I don't even love anyone that much enough to go through all that trouble having to memorize passwords and write them down with different usernames. I mean, that's pathetic. Here we go again. Divalicious, hey girl. How you doing? You got your medication? You took it? Okay. That's good. Make sure you take all your medications, baby. Take them all. Every pill. Right. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Here comes the dumpster babies. Let me go ahead and put them in timeout. They babies, but they dumpster babies. We gotta help them out and silence them. All right. Is that all of them? Okay. How many more you got? You got 10 more? All right. So sorry, y'all. Let your moderators control the chat. I am the moderator. Okay. Don't nobody want to, those names are all fake names. They don't have any names that are recognizable. Okay. Thank you. My man is depressed. What should I do? Nothing. That's his problem, baby. Thank you, Rachel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's not your problem. He needs to figure out his own life. You have nothing to do with his depression. Okay. Open the window and give him some vegetables, baby. Raise his vibrations. Tell him to stop eating meat and eat some food that will make him feel better. Maybe he's constipated. We don't know. They ignore them. I'm here for the message. Right. That's what we're trying to do. I'm sure they're going to make another account, the 30th account, but I'll just block that one too. 10%, 100% true, right? So after you go down that list, thank you, Sasha Blair, Sprinkle Sprinkle. After you go down that list and the list gets smaller and smaller on things you need to work on about yourself, and now you're living the life, or a resemblance of the life that you wanted for yourself. You can then, that's when you can help your friend who's asking you, how did you do this? Okay. This is when Pick Misha and all of them will come asking you questions, when they will actually want to level up after you've done it, because now they see that it's possible. And they're probably thinking if you did it, they too can do it. So you have to finish your journey, or, at least get there most of the way, in order to kind of pull people up as well. Where's my drink? I had it. No, I'll just drink my water. I had some coffee somewhere, but I don't know where I put it. No. And then you'll be the type of woman that a lot of men are actually looking for, because you've actually worked on yourself enough to attract them in the correct way. And after you start attracting them in the correct way, they will start coming to you the correct way. If all they're coming to you for is, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, or they don't want to be seen in public with you, or they're coming to you for the wrong reason. They're not coming to you for the right reason. So what you have to do is make sure that you have presented yourself the correct way to them in order for them to come at you the correct way. Which is, are you long-term girlfriend material or wife material? Do you look like it? Do you act like it, talk like it, walk like it? That's how they're going to treat you, versus do you look like you're always, on Tinder and going out with random people daily, may or may not be sleeping with them. Those are the kind of women that are just, the jump off women, as they call them. They just call to get get a little something and then ghost them. So you don't need to be one of those type of women. If you are used to instant validation and always getting dates and stuff, because that's how they treat you, you need to reassess how you value the quality of your dates. Okay. If you're just going off with anybody, sorry, let me delete this other one too. If you're just going off with anybody, I don't really have time today, baby. I got stuff to do. So if you really don't have time to deal with trolls, you got to get rid of them, because I don't really have the time. I'm trying to get through this video and actually help people that will listen, instead of be upset because they don't have self-discipline. Okay. So you're going to have to make sure that you're always leveling up in some type of way, because most people that are successful are always trying to find new ways to improve, or new things to do that are good for them and beneficial. Thank you, Peniel, Sprinkle Sprinkle. You're a biotech CEO, leveling up my appearance based on her advice. It has helped me with my business and personal life, and blessings. Oh, thank you, girl. Sprinkle. That's great. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, let me get this one too. Gosh, the garbage gang is in here today. Goodness. Whew. Did y'all location of McDonald's close down or something due to the Rona? Goodness gracious. Oh, that's right. They're trying to reduce y'all's hours so they can fire you without having to pay y'all unemployment. So you'll quit. Okay, I got you. All right, so thank you, Kim J. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So the list is however long you need to make it. Don't be too hard on yourself, but if there's obvious things that you need to work on those, okay? If you need to improve the way you dress, and if you need to improve how you speak, put that on there and work on it daily. Even if you have to record yourself reading or record yourself talking, work on it daily. It doesn't matter. Just write it down and check it off daily, and so that each day you're becoming a better version of yourself. Each day you're better than you were yesterday, okay? And eventually you will be where you want to be. So you're not going to get very far if you're not working on certain things daily that you're conscious of. Okay. Right now for you, it's hair, skin, nails, voice, house. Okay. Well, if it's too much to focus on more than one thing, maybe only focus on one or two. If you are not a good multitasker, or you're easily overwhelmed, only focus on one or two things for self-improvement a day. Okay. How to improve the dressing part. Yes. Well, the dressing part is what is your personal style? What do you want your personal style to say about you? Yeah. Thank you, Petty Shrimp, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. How long into a monogamous relationship should you expect a ring? There's not really a date. It depends on how old he is and how much money he has and if he thinks you're the one. Okay. Thank you, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. If he likes you more than you like him, expect the ring faster. If you like him more than he likes you, expect either to have to drop hints and clues if he wants you to stick around. Okay. Sprinkle, Sprinkle. Thank you, Cutie Mel. Sprinkle, Sprinkle. Should you curse when you tell a man, I'm not a jump off? How do I be assertive without being aggressive? Well, cursing is very masculine, so no, you shouldn't curse. And you shouldn't use the word jump off. Just say, well, I'm not that type of lady. I'm sorry. And excuse yourself. There's nothing you can do. That's how he already thought of you, you know. That's what his plans were for you, period. Uh-oh, somebody sent me a text a Cash App. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Deanna. Sprinkle, Sprinkle. Okay. Right. Yeah. It's okay. I hid them. I hid the trolls, so I'm not distracted by them. I don't know. Since I hid them, do y'all still see them too, or do I need to do something more? Thank you, Dee Dee. Sprinkle, Sprinkle. Shira, thank you for all you do. Oh, you're welcome, Dee Dee. Sprinkle, Sprinkle. This is like a Victorian top hat because I'm going to be a vampire for Halloween. And this is one of the hats that I thought I might have wanted to wear. What do men mean when they tell a woman you're cute but scary? It means they're afraid of you. You don't fit their criteria of normal. Okay. It means you're too much to deal with, but you look nice. Obviously, you've revealed too much about yourself or not enough. You didn't make up your story as good as it should have been. Is the woman always responsible for how she is perceived? Well, she is 99% responsible because she presents herself. Okay. Now, the other person who is looking and perceiving, depending on how you're put together, is what they're going to use to judge you because that's how most people judge you, is by sight. Okay. And then when they get to know you, they'll probably judge you a little bit different. But upon sight, that's the first way that they judge you. What to do if sleep with a man, now he's acting girl. That's why he acting distant. He didn't got what he wanted. Okay, he didn't got the prize. Don't give it up, baby. Make him earn it and invest in it. Then he'll be calling every day. Safety tips on meeting misters, guys from online the first time. Public places, baby. Meet them there in your own car, inside, around a bunch of people in public. Okay, there you go. Don't go home with them. Period. How to stay confident and positive to meet a provider if you're not able to find one. It's been 3 years. Have you worked on yourself and improved all the things that you know need improving in 3 years? If not, keep working on them until you do. You know, change where you're hanging out, change where you're looking, change something. You know, because if it's not working, then you need to switch it up. See what you can change. You said some men don't wait around for it, and they never plan to. So you just saved yourself a lot of trouble. Right. Go out with friends or by yourself? By yourself. Shira, how do I work on my facial expressions being more welcoming and not looking mean? By practicing it every day. Every time you see somebody, smile. And then it'll become a habit. Even if they think you're crazy, just do it, because then you'll know how to look inviting when you need to. Do you give a profession advice because you're tired of working with adults? I want to work with kids. Girl, then go work with kids. Go find a job working with children. That's all you got to do, baby. Go do that. Decide you want to do it and go do it. Describe a man's total fantasy woman. I always picture Victoria's Secret model angel. Well, depends on the man. You know, different men like different things. So depending on what type of man you're going for, most likely they'll like what's popular and what most people deem as beautiful. Depending on their age and depending on probably their race is what they'll like. Okay. So, but what do you say when someone asks why you're by yourself in a restaurant? Are they by themselves? You can ask them the same question. Well, why are you by yourself? Because I wanted something to eat, and this is my favorite place to get whatever meal or salad or whatever I just ate. You don't always have to be with someone. I mean, I think most women really cut off a lot of opportunities to meet men by always feeling like they have to be with someone. I'm alone. Well, before I got married, I went out alone 99% of the time. And I met a lot of people, okay, with money. Thank you, Gia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi, Shira. Thank you so much for helping me. I need 4 new tires. Line actually worked. He gave me $600, no question asked. Girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. Told you that tire line be working sometimes. Well, most of the time. A lot of times it works, especially because it's really believable. Thank you. I'm glad you got your money, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You had a man say that I'm his dream woman, and he literally gives me everything I want. That's how you know. That's right. If he's stingy or cheap, he doesn't like you. That's right. Tell him. Maria. Okay. Is it possible to present yourself with class and elegance and still have men try to present you with low effort? No. Okay. Try is keyword because they won't succeed. or they'll be too embarrassed to be rejected. The classier and more pulled together you look, the more afraid dusty men or men that don't have good intentions will be to approach you because they're afraid of the rejection. So if they have the better intentions, they'll probably approach. How to make him earn it without asking for something every day. Well, you can ask for small things like, oh, would you help me find something online? I really can't, or do you asking questions about something that you don't know about makes them feel useful? So like answers to questions you may have, things like that don't cost money, but they're time and they put you on his mind. Thank you, baby doll. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This guy I told him I need to move. He told me go back to school, shaking my head while this guy only calls me. I don't have his number. He spent some money, but I want more from him at this point. Okay, he don't want you, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He didn't gave you some money and he's not really trying to help you and he's treating you like a very low priority. So I really would not bother with him. Okay. I would be like, okay, well, get another one. Thank you. You liked my live last night. Appreciate it. Your man asked to bake him pancakes like his mother does. What should I do? Burn them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is it all time? Burn the pancakes, not him. Sorry. Burn the pancakes and make him eat it. He'll never ask you to cook again. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How many ml lip fillers did you get to achieve this? What's ml? I don't even know. I don't count, baby. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't have the answer. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Burn them pancakes, right? What if the stingy one is the only one you have so far? It's hard to get good ones. It's true. So get some that aren't stingy. Work on it. Put that on your list. Get less stingy sugar daddies, because you're not going to be able to do stuff if he's stingy unless you have some good lies. You got to find his triggers and use them to get money out of him. Whatever he finds, important, you need to use that in your lives. Is it okay to burn bridges with dusties? Yep. Because there's nothing they can offer you. You didn't catch the reason why most celebrities are wearing a lot of, that's on the other channel, but sprinkle, sprinkle. He asked me to cook him food and best believe that rice was mushy. Girl, I wouldn't even cook it. It would have been crunchy. Because you can eat mushy rice, but you can't eat crunchy rice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Next time, make it crunchy. That way he knows that you're not consistent and he won't eat your food again. Uh-huh. All right. I'm in high school, but is college the best time to level up? I will be in college in 2 years. You can start leveling up the summer before college, baby. That way when you get there, you're already leveled up. Okay. Thank you. You're going to get my book. I Bring Nothing to the Table. I appreciate it. I thought I had the copy up here, but I took it down. What are appropriate reasons to burn bridges with a man? If they're broke, sprinkle, sprinkle. If they're both broke or dangerous, there you go. Right, it takes a few years to level up. Yeah, start now, girl. You don't wait. Start. So being honest with yourself also means being honest with what a man has told you that you have refused to accept. A lot of women have this problem. They don't understand what a man has told them because they're not listening to their words. They're not listening to their, or they're not even paying attention to their actions. They are only believing what they want to believe. And that does not help you, and it wastes a lot of time. So when a man tells you something, you need to write down what he told you. Okay? If he has not done what he said, and he has more excuses than he does, fulfillment of whatever he said, then he's trying to tell you that you are not a priority and he really doesn't want you. Okay, so write down the stuff he said he was going to do, if he did it or not, and you can read between the lines of those words. He's going to tell you in a roundabout way. He's going to be like, well, I don't want a commitment right now because A, B, C, and D. And when you start writing, I don't want a commitment, as soon as you finish the word commitment, you're going to understand what he just told you. That means you are not the one. My man was treating me like a queen, and he's very handsome, but recently he began to raising his voice, being rude sometimes, and not caring when I cry. Should I leave? And in what way? Why is he being rude and raising his voice? Like, what are you doing to trigger that? And I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying, have you realized what it is that makes him angry? Are you around too much? Do you not have a life of your own? Does he even have time to miss you? You know what I mean? You said someone says this, he sounds like he might be cheating. I don't know. You need to find out his triggers and if you're around too much. But he said he will only pay bills if we are married and not have his babies. Well, then you will only have sex when you're married. Period. Okay. That should be your rule. No money, no honey, baby. You can't pay, neither can I. Guess I'll see you on the wedding day, if you can afford the ring. If a guy says he wants something serious and someone he can have sex with, does this mean he wants a relationship? Please help. That means he wants two women, one to take seriously and one to sleep with, baby. Read between the lines. That's what it sounded like to me, because he wouldn't have to use two different examples. If you want to be with somebody, of course, sleeping with them is part of it. And he needs to prove himself. You're not just going to be with somebody just because they said, I want somebody to be with. Okay, make me want to be with you then. Make me want to be with you then. Okay, that's how men have to do. So make a list. Also make a list of all the failed relationships that you've had and all the dusties that you have had, and ask yourself, why did you stay? What was it about him and about how you felt about yourself to make you stay in that? Were you afraid you couldn't do any better? Was you afraid he would find someone better? Did you give more than you received and you just trying to wait until he gets right, which he never will? So write down all those things and then find out if you're insecure, low self-esteem, and also, are you possessive? You'll learn a lot about yourself by the men that you've dated. So if you held on to your dusty because you didn't want no one else to have them, you're possessive and controlling. If you've held on to men for that reason more than a few times, you're possessive and controlling. If you are afraid that you can't do any better, you have low self-esteem. Okay, for most of the relationships. if you are afraid of, if you don't leave because you feel like you'll feel guilty, that means you are a people pleaser. Okay. So figure out what you need to work on by going through also your list of men that you have dated and failed at. So if you have a lot of low self-esteem, change that, work on that, put that on your list, work on your self-esteem. I'm not a people pleaser. I'm not possessive, and I don't have any guilt, or low self-esteem. So that's why I've been married this long. The best way to not be possessive is to have your own life and things that you're trying to do, so that you're not so worried about trying to control someone else's life, because you have nothing to do. Okay? Because as soon as they get out of your reach or your eyesight, they're going to go do what they want to do anyway, and may want to do it even more just to spite you, because you're emasculating them. Thank you, Kiwi. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate it. What do you think about 52-year-old millionaire, never married, but on and off with baby mom, grown 2 kids for 20 years, says he loves me. Should this matter to me? I don't know. Is he paying your bills? Are you trying to marry him? What are you trying to do? He might go ahead and marry you if you are the marrying type, because at that age, he's going to start fear dying alone. Okay, so start talking about death and stuff, girl. Point out cemeteries and funeral homes every time you drive by them. It works. Ask him what age if his parents aren't alive, ask him what age they died, and it might be close to his age, girl. You don't know. Just start putting that idea in his mind. Thank you, Elegant Nikki. Sprinkle, sprinkle. For real, y'all. That will make people change their mind and think different. Mortality. Anyway. Oh, look, a cemetery. Oh, look. Am I still on here? I don't see myself. Huh. Oh, there I go. Oh, it's like I had like a hat line now. Look like I'm wearing a do-rag or a bonnet or something. I'll pull it down. What if you never dated in your 20s? Well, you better get to dating. Get some practice or something. How do you know what you want if you don't know what you don't want? Thank you. Girl, get kids 16 and 19. Girl, get them kids 16 and 19. What? Yeah, I wouldn't call them kids if they're grown or almost grown. You said you hate when females flirt with your men. Ice, you've been trying to learn so much from Shira. Well, if you have an attractive man, they're going to flirt with him. If he's ugly, I'm pretty sure you're good. Okay. What if you have never dated someone and nearing your 30s? Well, you better get to dating. Get on it then. Start dating tonight, girl. Get out there. What are you waiting for? Your funeral? Okay. So, after you make your list of all the things that are the reason why you can't keep a man, and you find out if you have low self-esteem, if you're too much of a nice girl or people pleaser, or if you are too possessive, then work on those things by not trying to, like, if you're possessive, don't try to control every situation, you know. Allow people to make their own decisions without you threatening them or suggesting something else. Work on that, okay? Because a lot of people don't know they're possessive or controlling until they really start to try to work on it. If you're a people pleaser, start saying no to everything people ask you unless you truly want to do it, unless you truly are excited to do it, okay? It's like, oh, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. And don't feel guilty about it. Just continue to do it until you no longer feel guilty. If you have low self-esteem and you're afraid that you can't find a better one, find one while you with them. Period. Okay? That'll help you. Have a backup so you stay confident. Okay, whatever you say it. I know I got me a number. Or someone who would date you if you were to be single all of a sudden. You know, that plan B dude. Keep a plan B. That way there's no doubt in your mind that you can get another. What do you do with your masculine energy? Go work out, baby. Work out. Organize your pantry. Do something with it, girl. Take it and fuel it into something that's going to improve you. I'm confused. My long distance boyfriend about not texting, calling as much, and if he's cheating, and your long distance boyfriend don't want a girlfriend in his city for a reason, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you ever heard of out of sight, out of mind? Okay. It's true. Out of sight, out of mind. Thank you for the donation. Ooh, I would never have a long distance relationship that I took seriously. It would just be for, some money. How to stand out in a room full of beautiful women, be ugly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wear red. That's the truth, right? They'll be looking across the room, like classical music will be playing, and then you'll hear like the record getting scratched when the ugly person comes into view. Thank you, Buy Latte, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. I thought that was your name, girl. Thank you, Rachel. You said Buy a Latte. Thank you. I had one, but I think I left it in the other. There it is up there. Okay, I'm glad I found it. Thank you. See, your donation helped me find my latte that I have now by looking over there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is being funny a masculine trait? If you're on a date, it seems like you're trying to impress or you're trying too hard to be liked. If you're on a date, you're supposed to allow the man to do all of that type of stuff and just respond to it. Now, another thing is the reason why women, because I know a lot of people don't like how I say, well, you have to do this and make a man think he's this and make a man think he's that and make a man think he's this and make a man think he's that. Why can't women be strong? Why can't women be funny? Why can't we can do all of that when we're not trying to get something out of them. You understand? All those great and wonderful things that women are, we can be with our friends, our family, our kids, or whatever. But when you are trying to extract dollars and financial things off of men, they have to believe that they are being, praised and honored. That's basically what they're paying for. Thank you, Andrea. My sugar daddy agreed that we are in a committed relationship, agreed for me to move in and help you with your bills. He's on dating site. He denied it. I stayed out all night. Should I continue moving in? Girl, if he said help you pay your bills, I wouldn't even continue moving in. What about paying all your bills? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if he ain't paying all your bills, why are you moving in? How are you supposed to pay the rest? Because if you're moving in with a sugar daddy and you're sleeping with him, you shouldn't be working. So move right back on out. Okay. And until you're no longer working, maybe you can start your own business with the money he's giving you so that you don't just be sitting there, totally dependent, but you'll be improving yourself at the same time as well as benefiting. That would be my plan. Look, I'm not moving nowhere unless you're, totally providing. Thank you, Lily. You burned your bridge with Sugar Daddy. Said he was going to give me money without sex. I was mad because he promised and then tricked me out of money. We broke up. Am I wrong? No, you have learned your lesson and you will never repeat that. You was mad because he had promised it then, so I tricked him out of money and we broke up. Am I wrong? You're not wrong, but if you want to keep someone around, you got to find someone that's not going to try to not give you what you want. He was the wrong target anyway. So sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Sarah. You're in London. In Europe, males are so emasculated and feminized, even the old ones. Any advice? Thank you so much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't have an advice. I just would not be attracted to them in the first place. I would only be more attracted to more masculine men. No matter what they were, I would be more attracted to them in front of the feminized man who may like me, but I would show them what was masculine by only responding to masculine men. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them aren't going to change unless they see that women are going for masculine men. So try to find the most masculine man in the place and kind of avert your attention over there. Your older boyfriend is moving to LA in 6 months. What to do? Get another one, baby. If you're not moving with him, start working on the next one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Obviously, he don't care about moving away, so you must not be the number one priority. You might as well go get another one. Thank you, Leah. How to get him to pay all bills instead of half? Tell him you need to pay all bills. Can you pay all the bills or double half the bills? That way he's paying all. So whatever half of your bills are, just double it and that'll be all your bills. Lie. Either way, they need to be paid. How to flirt with masculine men. Be feminine. They will come to you. Tell him it's more than what it is. What? Shira, is it a good idea to date a provider, but he works in my field? I'm scared he finds out that I have same degree as him and work there too. Why don't you find someone not so close to where you are? That's a little bit too close. Because if he finds out, he's going to want you to pay half the bills. Okay. How do you stop being so controlling? By not trying to tell people what to do, how to do it, or when to do it. to do whatever, just stop trying to give your advice without it being asked. Stop trying to control where people go, what time they come back. Stop asking questions about where they've been, and just let it be. That's how you stop being so controlling. Just when people say they want to do something, don't try to change their mind about it. Just let them be. Okay? Don't always have another suggestion when they say something. Just let it be. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, that's interesting. Well, have fun. Instead of, well, where are you going? What time are you going to be back? And instead of doing all of that, oh, well, have fun. Or I'll see you later then. That's how. Okay. Less control. Thank you, Alexandra. You love catching me live. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Thank you for sprinkling me, girl. Thank you. Red lipstick on first date. No, not on first date, baby. It's a little bit too much, I think. Maybe second or third. How to subtly ask for attention when you don't want to do the same explicitly. How to ask for attention is to not be around and ignore that person. If they're not trying to come find you after a while, they don't want to find you, baby. What to do if you can't get any dates, which place do you suggest? Go out during the daytime and look really pretty. Aim for older men. Like, be around older men. They're more likely to respond. Okay? How to make a guy hate you? I don't know. Emasculate him in front of all his friends and sleep with one of them. That might work. How to not be controlling when you have kids together. Control the kids, not the man. Okay? Or if you want to say something, don't sound controlling. Ask instead of telling, or use different words that are nicer. Thank you, Tyra. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for your advice and helping you level up. Oh, so if, for example, if you want to tell him, oh, don't do this and don't do that and do this and do that. Would you mind is nice. Would you mind is nice. Would you mind? Would you do me a favor? If you have time, it would be so nice if you see how it works versus you need to and don't do this and you better do that. It just helps people feel like they have a choice and they're not just being told. And if they say no, then say, okay, well, I guess I'll have to figure out what else I need to do and leave it at that. And then make the decision from there. Okay. Thank you, Kiwi. I was a strong, independent woman out loud when I met my husband. Should I have kept it secret? I now know you should have kept the secret. Can this be redone? I want to be seen as a distressed damsel. You're going to have to totally make a transition with everything. You're going to have to start dressing more feminine, talking more softly. It's going to have to be gradual so that it's believable. And then it'll work. So start to level up slowly. Get rid of all your masculine speak. Don't curse anymore. Ask him to do more things for you. Start wearing more feminine colors and just Gradually change into that type of woman and ask him for help on a daily basis. Okay? For whatever reason. Could you open this jar for me? Could you help me? Do you know the answer to this? Make him feel more useful and like you're dependent on him in some type of way. Use feminine colors, in your wardrobe. Should I tell him I completed the degree but my parents forced me to work in another field? No. I would not tell anybody anything about my career. I would just tell them I work at, and then I would name the place. I work at this place. I'm a receptionist. I'm an assistant. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to sit up there and give them my resume. Most men of means don't care what you do unless they want some of your money. That's what I tell people. As long as it's not anything illegal or something that is embarrassing to them. Thank you, Miss Thang. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, yeah. If you are trying to impress a man with your career and your paycheck, prepare to pay bills, okay? And get used, most likely. Or not get the life that you probably wanted to have with that man. Where to get feminine clothes at the mall, at the store. I don't know what stores you have in your mall. Just go for dresses, skirts, things like that, and choose feminine colors, okay? Heels, feminine boots, blouses, stuff with cute feminine details on them, stuff like that. Stuff that makes people think that you're girly girl and feminine and delicate so that they'll want to do stuff for you. Okay. If you can't pay all your bills, you should keep living on your own. Exactly. He could pay half your bills and you could still live by yourself and keep your options open, because if he's not going to totally take you off the market, you shouldn't live with him. Are ripped jeans trashy? I don't think they're super trashy if the rips aren't huge and everywhere. Maybe like one or two is fine because that's how most jeans come now. But if you had like 1,000 holes in your pants and holes in your booty, and it's ugly. All right. Holes in the back part of your pants. No. I think 1 or 2 holes is probably okay because that's, on trend, but it's not going to be something that you would wear on a date or something that you would wear trying to freestyle. He tells you he don't have money because of Corona. Well, then tell him, oh, that's too bad, and then drift away. What else do you need to put on your list for a reality check? Your personality. What do people say about your personality? What do they like and what they don't like? What annoys people and what makes them want to be around you more? What do you do when people want to get away from you? And what do you do when people want to be around you? Are you too negative of a person? Do you control the conversation? Do you talk too much? Do you let them finish saying what they were saying? Kind of work on how you have a conversation with people and how they feel talking to you. So you need to prove on when you're talking to somebody. We know that you are telling the truth. So why it's so blasted hard to listen and do what you say? Because we don't want to change. Most people don't like change because they know they're going to have to change many things, and they're not willing to do that. But what they want results, but they don't want to do what it takes to get the results, you see. So the results are the goal, but they don't want to put in the work. Okay. So that's why it's not really even a goal if you're not going to put in the work. What it is a fantasy. So your goal is still a fantasy until you start working towards it. Then it's not a goal. If you can't stay on track, then you're not focused on that. And in order to be focused, you have to really want that. And you might not really want that. And you might not want that as much as you want to keep the habits or the things that are holding you back from it. So you got to make a decision. Do you want this certain lifestyle more, or do you want your Big Macs more? I'll just say that. You want your Big Macs or the lifestyle that you desire? Which one is more valuable to you? You got to sacrifice something, in order to keep moving. Got to sacrifice that Big Mac. Okay. What boots should you replace Uggs with? Real boots, riding boots, boots that come up to your calf or your knee, some nice leather boots. You can get some, ankle booties that are more feminine and cute. Uggs are so, gone unless you're in college. You shouldn't be wearing them unless it's just in your house to do housework or whatever. But yeah, replace them with a more classy, elegant boot. Okay. You want the lifestyle more. Goodbye, long nails. Hello, short class. Yep. You said basically comfort equals trashy. No, comfort means you're comfortable at home. Stay home if you want to be comfortable. If you're trying to go out and be, and be cute and classy and get the attention of, some man that's going to want to provide for you, comfortable is not what you're going for. A man doesn't go out and say, I'm looking for a woman who look comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a woman whose feet look like they're super comfortable. I'm looking for a woman who looks like, she just laid on a couch for 2 hours and watched TV. Men don't go out to look for women like that. If you are dressing for yourself and trying to freestyle, then you're going to find someone just like yourself. Someone who's always in comfort mode, who wants to lay on a couch, who wants to put in the least amount of effort, and who wants to just not care what they look like in public because they don't care what other people think. So that's what you're going to attract, someone that likes that too. So if you want to attract a man who cares about his appearance, who cares about, making a good first impression, who cares about, being classy or taking care of themselves and being presentable and then that's what you also need to look like. Okay. You can't show up in leggings and Uggs and a sweatshirt with sneakers or Uggs on and expecting a man with a suit to come approach you. You might get the basketball short wearing sock and slide shoe wearing dude that's going to approach you because you and him look like you're very comfortable. Okay. Sell them on eBay. Yeah. So you can sell your old stuff, get rid of them so you're not tempted to wear them. give them away to somebody and replace them with something that will work. Yeah, Velvet's here. Hey, Velveeta, how you doing? You love Uggs, but you have the boots with the little heel. But everyone looks at me when I wear the clicks, and so they're supposed to click their heels. Click, click, click. Thank you, Thank you, Deesh. You have a choice between someone 15 years older but will fully take care of me or someone my age who wants to go 50-50. Girl, you already know the choice. I ain't going no 50-50 with nobody unless they're my roommate and I can still date other people. Done. I think you know. Thank you for the donation, but I think you understand which one is the best one to choose. Okay. Does weight matter? Does it matter to you? When you go, if a man who's overweight approaches you, are you going to want to be with him too? Mm-hmm. Will you date an overweight man? Mm-hmm. If that's what you're looking for. Some people are looking for eating buddies, baby. You lost your Tiffany's necklace and he knows I seem irresponsible. How do I get another one? Girl, better look on Poshmark. Type in what kind it was. I'm sure they got a cheap one for sale. Oh, I found it. Mm-hmm. You said you tried. Oh, girl, you better get a replica. Sure, I'm almost 23 and still a virgin. Do you have any advice? Date older, find somebody rich, girl. I don't know. Don't give it up for free, though. If you do give it up for free, give it up to someone who you are very attracted to at least. But but if he's unattractive, make sure you get your money, girl. Do I believe in soul ties? No. Mm-hmm. I believe whatever you believe in is what you believe. You know what I'm saying? Because my soul is only tied to my children. So if you want a soul tie, you want to tie yourself to another person spiritually, mentally, then that's your choice. I don't do that because don't want to. Thank you, Helena Sprinkle Sprinkle. Sure, I got a ring, but he said he not ready to get married. What to do? How long have y'all been together? And how old are you guys? Because that matters. Most young guys aren't gonna run to get married. Mm-hmm. If he's in his 20s, girl, forget it. How many times do you have to be hurt to realize these guys don't care like that? I don't know, girl. I'm not trying to hook up my soul with no dude. Unless, you've been, like, me and James been married for a long time. He ain't going nowhere. So I pretty much feel that we're automatically connected just because we've been together so long. And we have kids together and we married and we're a family. You know what I mean? But not just some random dude. Okay. How to attract skinny men. You are skinny yourself. I don't want them to be too skinny, though. I want to skinny, muscular guy. Girl, find somebody that likes to cycle. Those are skinny, muscular type cyclers. Go stand around the bike section at Academy, girl. And go find a swimmer. Go hang around the Olympic pool in their gym. Okay. Mm-hmm. Come here, kitty. Sasha. Open the door. The cat wants out. Let she just leave it. Yeah, she wants out. Okay, so she does sound like a baby. So what was I saying? Anyway, so now that you have all your lists and you're, not doing the same mistakes over and over, and you learned from your past mistakes, now you're going to start making new standards for yourself. Thank you, Rosalina. They closed all restaurants here yesterday. Only takeaways. Some restaurant. Any date ideas during Corona? Oh, have they closed the grocery stores? Y'all can go shopping. Y'all can walk around and go shopping together. Anything outdoor, people are still doing. So even if it costs money, you can go like maybe if you have like an outdoor farmer's market, you could buy your produce. He could take you grocery shopping. He could take you shopping to the mall. Go shopping. Tell him you want to walk around the store since everything's closed. He'll bring his wallet. He calls me all the time and he's possessive. He tried to change. What to do? Don't answer. Tell him if he want to possess you, he got to pay. How much you want to pay to possess me, okay? And here's my monthly charge. How can I get this guy I'm dating third time around to be more romantic? Men are not naturally romantic, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A lot of men don't want to be romantic because they feel like you'll take advantage of them. And plus, they don't like you as much as you like them. If they did, they would try to be romantic. So wrong target once again. If you're dating someone for the third time, there's a reason why y'all didn't stay together. Thank you for the donation. I missed Percy's comment. Oh, sorry, Percy. Hey, how you doing? Percy. I didn't see it, but how you doing? Guys are afraid to show their feelings because then they feel like you're going to take advantage of them. So, and also probably afraid of what other people are thinking about what they're doing. How often should women see a gynecologist? I don't know, girl. Once a year? Percy sent you $10. Oh, thank you, Percy. I didn't even see that. Let me find Percy. Percy, thank you. Did you say anything? Hey, Shira, I'm out here getting the bag. I figured I would send a piece of the bag your way. Oh, okay, Percy. I appreciate it. I really do. Sorry I missed you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for telling me, y'all, because I did miss it. I'm sorry. If you're going to give it up, how much should you charge? How much do you need, baby? How much do you need for him to never call you again if you're going to charge one time? If you want him around to keep giving you money, how much are you going to make him invest in order to earn what he's trying to get? You see? Depends on how long you want him around. How long you want him around. If you want him around a long time, make him invest. Taking you out, spending money on you, taking you shopping, earning his way. When a man invests in you, he's less likely to leave after he gets what he wants. Thank you. Thank you, Asia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, Shira, are there exact steps to becoming sugar baby? I can't seem to hook them. There's an art to it. You have to be exactly what they want in their lives and stay in that position. Some men don't want a girlfriend. Some men don't want you always calling and checking on them. Some men don't want the strings. They just want to see you when they want to see you. Be seen out in public when they want to be seen out in public. Give you your money and you just kind of disappear until they need you again. You know, some girls take it upon themselves to think that they're actually dating this person or that this person is their boyfriend, and then they start to act a certain way. Your sugar baby status is just that, you know. Do you let him all in your phone? Is he paying all of them bills? Even then, no. But he shouldn't want to be all in your phone if he's not paying all up in them bills. Because you can afford another phone that he don't know about, and you can let him all up in whatever phone you want to let him up in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You found another Tiffany's necklace like the one you lost. You'll report back with the outcome. Okay, good. Simply breathe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Asia. How do I figure out which seduction character to be? I've read the book, but still confused. Whichever one you are most like already. That's the easiest one to transition to. Whichever one you are already most like already. Okay, let's be honest. That hat drew me to the video. Oh, thank you, Angel. That's why I wore it. Just so you can click on the video and say, "Ooh, what she got on today." It even has this really cute lace thing in the back, like you're going to a funeral. Oh, this is for the widow. This is what you would wear if you've been widowed in the Victorian era. This is going to be part of my Halloween costume. Maybe. Haven't decided yet, but maybe. I got it at Halloween Spirit. If you like it. He left me because he doesn't want to lose the mother of his child. He's fighting with her police. What to do? Girl, let that be. Move on, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't want to be part of that drama. Ooh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Your ex friends with benefits said we're just friends. So why would he get caught looking in my face while I sleep? Then he kissed me and ran away. Does he want more than he's letting on? Listen to his words. Remember that part? Thank you for the donation, by the way. Remember that part where I said, listen to him? Listen to what he said. It don't matter what he did and what he was looking at you for. Is he looking at your bank account to see if you need some money? Is he looking at your fridge to see if you need to go grocery shopping? Is he looking at your car to see if you need it washed or upgraded? Then he don't care about you. Okay? He just wants the sex. Maybe he likes how you look. That's usually what draw men in to want to sleep with you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. My boyfriend was supposed to send me $2,000 a day, but it's almost noon and nothing yet. Should I say something? I gave him some this morning. Yeah, send him the Cash App, girl. Tell him you got bills coming out of that account and they're on automatic pay and you need that money up in there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do I think certain seducers work better? It depends if you're genuine in that technique. Because if you're not If it doesn't seem natural, it's not going to work anyway. Thank you, Akila Sprinkle Sprinkle. Sending love, light, and blessings. Thank you, girl. Appreciate it. Right. I don't do that either. They want companionship. That sounds nice, though. You tried mirroring his behavior. Okay. It can't be too obvious, though. Maybe take a few seconds between. Don't be a mime, like doing it at the same time. How do you work on self-esteem? Best way to work on self-esteem is to work on all the things that you want to change about yourself that need to be improved every day until that list gets smaller and smaller. Okay. Because some people, they want to work on their self-esteem, but they don't want to work on themselves. In order to change how you feel about yourself, you have to change yourself. Okay. You don't like how you look, level up. You don't like your body type, work out or go on a diet or eat more, whatever you need to do. Work on self. Thank you, Percy. You ever thought about doing matchmaking? You got all the potential women on your channel. Huh? Matchmaking? No, because I never thought about it because I don't want to be responsible for crazy people and catfish people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But I appreciate your donation. You know, I'm sure they'll holler at you if you tag them or whatnot. Use the chat properly. Okay. Ladies, you want to give out your information? Make sure it's your Cash App. Or we should do a video. That would be fun. Instead of doing matchmaking, you should just do a matchmaking video. All the men come in and the women put their Cash App handles and y'all start to talking. Maybe we'll do that. Thank you, Michaela. Non-sprinkle, sprinkle. My sugar daddy got a new car for me, but it's still in his name. I want the car in my name, but it isn't budging. What can I do? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's not very much you can do unless you get him to sign over the titles to you. Thank you, Miss Sky. I mean, the best thing you can do is ask him for that for Christmas, maybe, instead of whatever else you want. You're going to have to you're going to have to sacrifice something to get that if he's not trying to do it. Thank you, Miss Sky. I've been with this one sugar daddy for a while. He invested heavily. We haven't done anything. Now he's getting antsy and emotional. Ugh, what should I move on? No, promise him a date. Give him a date. Well, we're going to do it at the end of this month. Well, let's get a hotel. Paint the picture, girl. Ask him for whatever you want. He's going to give it to you. Then have your fake aunt die, of course. But you know the routine. My aunt passed away. I can't make it. I need time to mourn. Will you be there for me? Can I talk to you? I feel so lonely and sad. Oh, I miss you, girl. Buy more time with a fake death. Okay, so now after you work on your self-esteem and all your issues and the things that you want to improve, you're going to make your list of new standards. What do I want? What will it take in order for me to even go out on a date with a man? What are the criteria that he needs to have? Don't make this list too long, because if you make it too long, it's going to take you longer to find a date. Make it short and sweet, and then you narrow it down from there. So must be professional, or must be paid, basically. Must be paid. Must be between these ages, put the age range. If you fit into it, great. And must, I don't know, add your own personal thing there, whatever you just gotta have. Like, and so you narrow it down from those three things, because you're going to get approached by lots of people that may fit these three things. And then you date all of them or go out with them until you narrow it down to the ones that you truly like, or that like you more, actually. Narrow it down to the one that likes you more, not the opposite, because most women will narrow it down to the one that they like the most. You need to narrow it down to the one that likes you the most. Okay? And that's the one you stick with. You can keep the other ones on the side, like for backup or plan B, or don't burn bridges, but get the one that wants you the most. And that's the one you start to date and take more seriously, or try to get the most money from. Okay? Because y'all be narrowing stuff down the wrong way. Then you make your new list. Okay. This is the, now you're starting to keep track of him. Now you're saying, okay, what does he respond to most? When does he give me the most money? What am I wearing? What am I doing when he gives me the most money? And then you keep doing that, girl. I had on that red dress with them heels on. I was clicking and clacking everywhere. My hair was long and I smelled like this because I was wearing this perfume. Make sure you write down what he responds to best, and you get more outfits like that. You dress like that more often, and you continue to get your money. Okay? Because if you don't, and he's not paying me as much. Well, are you in them Uggs? You find them Uggs, you dug them back out the closet when we told you to throw them out? Are you in leggings now? Are you relaxing on how good you look for him when you're out in public? Are you spending more time with him? Are you giving him as many compliments? Are you holding his hand at least? Are you smiling at him like you might want him, even if you don't? Are you doing what you did on day 1 through 5? Thank you, Inez. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sheila, what to say when a guy is in love with you but still didn't help you with money? I don't care. He ain't in love enough, baby. He ain't in love unless he's helping. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He ain't in love. He's in lust. Because, love will give you the money. They'll find a way, baby. They'll sell something, starve, won't eat lunch. Anyway, if he ain't got no money, then I don't care how much you love me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He can love me from over there. That's not a compliment, ladies. A man telling you that they're in love is not a compliment. I don't care how sweet it sounds. It's just not a compliment. Where's my money? That's a compliment. I'm in love with you. Here's a gift. I'm in love with you. Pay all your bills. Here, I'm in love with you. Here's a wedding ring. I'm in love with you. Let's go shopping. I'm in love with you. Let's go here. I'm in love with you. Let's go to the car dealership. Okay. I'm in love with you. ... It's not enough. Okay. It never has been. And people think that it is, and they find out the hard way that it is not. Where's my phone? Oops. There it is. When you find out the hard way, and you coulda, shoulda, woulda, too late by then sometimes. So just know that now, because most people will wait too late. All right. Talk is cheap. People talk all day for free. Unless they charge for it, huh? You've done some major leveling up. How do I get most out of my marriage? He's nothing, and I'd like to milk it level up sound. He's noticing. Okay, girl. I'm like, he's nothing. He's noticing. Ask to go to more expensive places. Ask to go on vacation. Ask him to pick up, whatever you want. That's a little bit more expensive. Up the amount he's spending on you. Start trying to get a little bit more. Ask him what he thinks about this type of car that costs a little bit more, and what he thinks about this thing that you might want for Christmas. You know, start showing him stuff now. That way, well, if you want an expensive gift for Christmas and you don't have like a super rich man, start showing him the stuff you want now, so he got time to save. Because you show him like a 2 weeks before Christmas, he may not be able to save up for that if he don't have the money. Like people that are already in situations, but you know, if he's rich, whatever. But don't be mad because you didn't give him enough time. Thank you, Jay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm talking to high value man, but he's not attractive. It's so hard to fake it. Any advice? Well, think about why you're there. Are you there for his looks or his money, baby? And think about if it were the opposite. What if he was looking at how much money you earned and he couldn't get over it? So what you're exchanging is he's exchanging how much he earns for how good you look. So understand the exchange and you'll be fine. Understand the exchange. If he was good looking and rich, would you even have a chance to getting any type of money? Probably not. So look at it as an advantage. No matter what, ladies, you have to be disciplined, get very committed on your level up, right? A woman has no problem committing to a man she meets within the first week, but she has a problem committing to herself to become the best version of herself so she can get the type of man she actually will benefit from. Okay, if you will commit to some dude a week after meeting him but won't commit to yourself, that's a problem. Okay, so being committed to yourself means being disciplined enough to become the version of yourself that you want to be. Because so many women get with a man and they commit to him 1 week after they meet him, and they're not even happy with the version of the man that they are. That's why they're constantly trying to change a man. Well, that's because y'all are doing it backwards. Everything y'all do a lot that you don't realize is backwards. You need to commit to yourself, become the woman you want, so you can attract the type of man that is going to benefit you. And you won't have to change very much about him because he'll already be more disciplined and less likely to have, you know, things that need to change. There's always a few things, but not as many. So a pretty broke woman is with an unattractive rich man. Works for them. Why would a pretty rich woman want an ugly rich man? She could go get whatever she wanted then, right? I think I'm committed to myself. That's right, forever. You're always going to stay committed to yourself forever, but at least be committed. Lady, self-love is an inside job. Don't rely on Shera to do that for you, right? You gotta love yourself, do for yourself, level yourself up. But stay focused. Don't let yourself go just because some guy decides to give you attention, you know, because just like that, he could be on to the next one and then you got to start all over. So stay up on your level up. Stay up on your commitment to self. How to act caring to your boyfriend. Act. Ask questions you don't care about the answers to. Pause and you don't really have to listen. The same thing they do for us. I be on my phone asking questions I don't even care about the answers to. Just, oh, okay. For real? That's what you got to do. Just act. Sometimes they just want to know that you care and that you are concerned. It doesn't matter if you really mean it. How to act caring in a relationship. Just like I told you. Fake it. How to balance touchiness. Should we hold their arm? Yeah, hold their hand, girl. That way they can't go anywhere. except in your hand. And it also creates a bond so that it's easier to feel more connected to you. And then if you should happen to have an issue in the future, he may feel more bonded to you and more trusting towards you in order to give you what you need. So holding hands creates a fast bond. So hold that man's hand, girl. Hold his hand, play with his little pinky finger. Tell him, ooh, his hands are strong, girl, all that stuff. Oh my God, your hands are so big. Oh, your hands are so strong. Oh. How do a single mother get back in the game to dating and dating a wealthy man to be taken care of? The same way any woman gets in the game. Unless you're taking your kids out on dates with you, I don't think it matters if you're a single parent. As long as you have someone to watch your kids, if you're going out, and as long as you remember you're dating the man, not your child. The child is not dating the man, so therefore you don't really need to bring him up or her up. He needs to like you for you, and he can find out about your child much later on. And if he still wants to be with you, great. If not, you've benefited already, so you haven't lost anything. Do you believe real love exists? Yeah, I believe real love grows over time when people get to know each other and, are together and da da da. I don't believe you're going to find it on a dating site. You're going to find it over years of being with someone. You have to grow love. It just does not exist in one place to be discovered. Okay. Otherwise, people could buy it on a shelf. So you'll have to get that out of your mind too. How can you deal with being around a verbally abusive person when you don't have anywhere else to go or any help? Become verbally abusive yourself. Okay? They say one thing, you say something worse. Okay, that's how you do it. Tit for tat, baby. You give, you what you get. You're nothing. You'll never amount to nothing. Just like you, baby. Just because you didn't don't mean I can't. Well, you'll never do this and you'll never do that just because you never did it. Girl, put me around somebody like that and watch how I treat them. Speak up. That's why you're being abused, because you don't speak up, baby. You're thinking about having babies with a wealthy man outside of my race. Any pitfalls and advantages? Lots. That's totally up to you. Are you going to marry him? Get the marriage license, baby. Get that marriage license. If loving the statement hat shoe. Girl, this is a Halloween hat. See, you think I'm gonna wear this for real? This is a costume or a funeral hat. Y'all see this? I'm going to someone's funeral. I'm in mourning. I'm in my manor in the library. My dad told me if I marry a rich old man, he would never talk to me again what to do. Girl, is he paying your bills and is your daddy paid? Okay. Because if he don't ever talk to you again, he can't ask you for no money. And does he control your life? Because last time I checked, if you were grown, you control your life, baby. Do you live for your father? Well, then you know what to do. That sounds like a problem for him, not you. Okay. Oh, well, that's your decision. Do what you like. No one should be able to manipulate you like that. Oh, well, go ahead, fine. That means your love is conditional anyway, so bye. Don't need it. If he's your father, he should love you unconditionally no matter what, period. If he's going to threaten to take himself and his presence and his love away from you, then he don't love you anyway. So on to the next. Parents shouldn't manipulate children like that. That's actually wrong. So you need to tell him about himself. Teach your daddy a lesson. He's wealthy, abusive, and he might stop giving me anything because I live with him and he knows I have no one else to help me. Well, then start stacking your money and save whatever he's giving you and then move out on your own. Go find a sugar daddy if that's what you want. Or stop telling him everything. Why are you telling him you're going to find an old rich man? He shouldn't even know who you dating, girl. Lie and tell him you date someone your own age and be out with old man who gives you money. Then stack up and save and get out. Okay? And why do you got to marry him? Can't you just date him and get their money? Marry whoever you want later? Why people got to tell everybody everything? You shouldn't be telling people everything that goes on. Some things are just for you to know. You told a guy that I liked his voice. He just said, thank you. Does he know that I'm flirting with him? Probably, but if he hasn't flirted back, he don't want you, baby. Because he would have said, I like your voice too, or I like something about you, or whatever. What's your name? If he ain't saying nothing back, he just think he's the prize. Okay. Usually men will say something back if they want you. So, and plus, a lot of men don't want compliments from women. That's very masculine, unless they give you one first. How to have a strong voice. My voice quivers a little when I try to not be a doormat. Have a sarcastic voice. Have a matter-of-fact voice. It doesn't quiver. Okay. So if you're too scared to talk up for yourself, have a sarcastic voice. Like, well, that's why you don't even have to talk loud. He said, well, just because you couldn't do it. That ain't even loud. You didn't even change tones. You're talking like normal. Well, I'm sorry you think of me that way just because you couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Be very sarcastic. You can keep the same exact tone. It doesn't mean you have to raise your voice. It doesn't mean you have to be strong. It means you just have to say the words, period. He said thank you and smiled through his mask. Oh. No, right. I notice guys that don't like compliments really. They don't. It's too masculine. Especially if you compliment the man first, it's too masculine. You're trying too hard. Allow him to compliment you first, at least twice before you return a compliment. And don't compliment about his looks or anything physical about him. Compliment him either on his manners or his intelligence. Okay? Especially if you've been talking to him for at least a few minutes. If you haven't talked to him for at least a few minutes, you compliment him on his manners. Oh, you're so nice. Thank you. You see? If a man don't ever compliment you and y'all together, girl, then level up, baby. James still compliment me. It's been 18, 19 years almost. Because you got to look good every day. Change it up because he might be tired of seeing the same old thing. All right. What's the best method of getting your sugar daddy to add you to as an authorized user on his credit card? Ask him for it for your birthday or Christmas. Ask for it as a gift. Always ask for it as a gift. That way, if your birthday's around the corner, if Christmas is around the corner, he can't say no. You know what I mean? So always ask for it as a gift. Ask for it around a holiday season or your birthday or something like that. Because if you ask straight out and y'all don't have that type of relationship, or he's not too sure, or if it sounds a little bit too forward, he may say no. So always ask for it as a gift. I started my what? Okay, Julie. What was the advice on the top of this video? Oh, just to be very honest with yourself, make lists of things that you need to improve, work on them, complete them, become a better version of yourself each day, work on how you view yourself, how others perceive you, so that you can attract the type of man that you desire. Okay. And now here's another thing. When it comes to dating people, not everyone is going to be the same as you. They're not going to have the same beliefs. They're not going to have the same diet. They're not going to have the same anything. You don't need to make them be like you. Okay. So if they eat meat and you don't, that's fine. If they have a different spirituality, that's fine. You're not there to change them. Okay. Period. So accept their differences and work with them. Sure, my husband says he never want to have kids. Is that just a way for him to waste my time? He's your husband? Well, if he likes using condoms every time, then great. Make him strap up. Don't get on birth control. Okay, well, he don't want the condom. He want kids. Read between the lines. He don't put it on. That's what he wants, some children. You said I don't know about that. You can't date an atheist? Well, then don't ask him what he believes in, then you'll never know. You know? Who cares? And a lot of times people's spiritual beliefs change over the years. So it doesn't mean he's always going to be that way. Just maybe that's what he is right now. Sure, you inspire me to be mentally strong every day. Thank you. You are welcome. Jascade, sprinkle, sprinkle. So, oh, you're a woman and you don't want kids. Okay, don't go for a partner who don't want kids if you don't desire. Older people don't want kids, so go for older men. They ain't gonna want nothing. They probably already have kids with somebody else that are grown by now. So it's best to go for an older man because they probably already had the kids or probably don't want kids if they haven't had them already. So, make sure you're staying honest with yourself every day, focused on yourself every day. Because it doesn't make sense to stay focused on other people when you're not what they want. You know what I mean? When you become the type of woman a lot of people want, then you've really improved on yourself and you have a wider range to choose from, or you have more options open to yourself. So if you continue to slack, be undisciplined, and just, you know, do the least and expect the most, it's not going to happen. So if you put all that energy into yourself, make yourself a priority, work on yourself daily, check off lists, check off goals that you need to work on to improve yourself. It could be weight, attitude, wardrobe, discipline, emotional control, whatever it is, work on that daily. And before you know it, your options are going to steadily increase. Okay. Work on yourself daily. Don't expect people just to accept you as you are. Okay. Especially if a lot of the things that are on the list of yourself that you know you need to improve. You cannot expect people to accept something that you don't really feel comfortable with either. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel comfortable about something, you can't expect someone else to accept it and like you more than you like them. So be real with yourself. If you know you have a bad attitude and you are very impatient and everyone complains about it, and you say, well, they're just going to have to accept that, it means this is what you're really saying. I'm too undisciplined to have emotional control over myself. Therefore, anyone who can trigger me can control my actions or my outbursts. I can't control it. So whoever I'm with is going to have to accept it. But then you're giving away your power that way because you're allowing them to trigger you. And then everything changes from there. So be in control of yourself. Don't expect people to accept your weaknesses because they will use them against you. I will repeat that. Do not expect people to accept your weaknesses unless you want them to use them against you. Work on your weaknesses, make them into your strengths. And you will never have to worry about someone talking down to you, someone making you feel less than you are, or someone verbally or physically abusing you, because you will have enough self-confidence and self-love and self-discipline to not even attract that type of person, or to leave as soon as you see the first signs of it. Okay? Because you're not fooling yourself anymore. You are honest with yourself and the situation that you're in, and that's it. Men just try to focus on their strength. Women learn to fix their weaknesses and be cunning. That's right. Any advice for making a Cash App account? Never done it before. Just go download Cash App, and all you got to do is put in your information and hook up an account. I think a bank account or something. I have a problem with flirting and keeping it a mystery. The man should be flirting with you more, and all you just really have to do is respond with a smile and a laugh. You know, that's enough. That should be enough. If you're doing all the flirting, then something's wrong. How to stop feeling bad for getting a second sugar daddy? Why would you feel bad? Y'all ain't married. Y'all ain't. He should feel bad. You should feel bad for not, having a ring. You should feel bad for taking their money. Why start now? Don't feel bad. No, you shouldn't feel bad. What I'm saying is, why start now? He might have another one of, sugar baby. Who knows? Mm-hmm. I can't do older men, so I have a bunch of young men that do me favors. One pays rent, one helps. Well, that's good. What would you say about oversharing? I would say shut up and make up a story. So if you accidentally overshare, it's no triggers in there and you didn't say too much. But I would write my story up to what I want to share. And after I've spent up the story that I've written, shut it up. That's a good idea because you're not gonna tell everything that's true. You're gonna write your stuff out that you're gonna tell, and when you're done telling it, shut it up. Thank you, Linda. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. So you don't have anything else to say. Once you've said everything that you've written, start talking about the weather, girl. Oh, it's nice weather. That's it. You have problems with oversharing? Well, okay, ask yourself why. This is why we need to be questioning ourselves. Why do you overshare? Why do you need them to know all of these things about you? What is it that you're trying to prove? That's what you got to ask yourself. Why am I telling them my life story? You're insecure about your age, older but unmarried still. Well, then find a way to be secure about it. Act like you want to be single on purpose. That way, people are more likely to be challenged to commit to you. Thank you, Linda. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to be more disciplined? By sticking to what your goals are. Set some goals for the week and stick to them. Only make decisions that are beneficial to reaching your goal. That's how it's that simple. If you have a goal to lose weight, only eat foods that will help you lose weight. Only eat the number of calories that are not going to make you gain weight but lose weight. Only go in that direction. Do not veer away from that path. That's how you stay disciplined. You stay on that path. If you make any decision and it veers you off that path towards your goal, get right back on the path and don't do it again. That's pretty much it. If you keep going off the path from your goal, you're not trying to reach your goal, period. Okay. You know how when you put on, thank you, Rachel, sprinkle, sprinkle. You know how when you put on the map directions and you go off course and it says, please, return to the course. Please return to the course. Please return to the course. If it says that more than 3 times, you're not going where you're going anymore. Now you're going in a totally opposite direction. And as many times as Siri says, please return to the course, you're not going to return to the course because now you no longer want to get to that destination or that goal because you've changed your mind. And that's that. So that's how you have to look at it. You need to take full responsibility for every decision that you make. It is all you, no one else, period. Okay? So take full responsibility is the answer. Should I tell him on the first date that I'm looking to be a housewife? Are you dating men from a matchmaker wife? I'm looking for a wife website? Because otherwise, no. They'll just think you're crazy. Thank you, Linda. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. Think about this. If you're a man and you're just dating, because dating for men is not the same for dating for women. If you sat down and the first thing that come out this dude's mouth is, I'm going to get married and stay home. I want to be a housewife. You're going to be like, this lady crazy, this man crazy. I don't even know her yet. Next. Okay, so don't do that. You're going to scare him away for real. How to not feel flustered and shy when men approach you. They approached you, baby. You didn't approach them. They approached you. So why should you feel flustered and shy? You know, like, oh, okay. I'm the prize. You know, you start acting like you're the prize because obviously you are. That's a compliment. So I take it as a compliment. If it's possible to level up with multiple baby daddies, of course it is. Just don't let them get in the way if they dusty, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you get a sugar daddy if you ain't never been in a relationship before? You could try. If, you know, they're not going to be with you 24 hours a day. They might just see you a couple hours a day. You think you can handle that? Or not even every day. Maybe once or twice a week. They might want to see you. My sugar daddy told me no for the first time. Girl, what'd you have on that day? And you didn't have on the right outfit, girl, because you weren't doing the right things. Ask again with something else on, girl. Ask again with something else on. Sit next to him. Put your hand on his knee. Lean in close. Let him smell you. Touch his ear, and then ask. Okay, and he's gonna say yes. Thank you. You sent a sprinkle me myself. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let me see what you sent, girl. Oh, was it through Cash App? Well, thank you. Okay. If someone says go on LinkedIn full of sugar daddies. Okay. I don't even remember my LinkedIn password. I don't ever get on there. We see each other every month, but he likes me but isn't in love with me. What to do? Girl, why would he be in love with you when you see him every other month? You can't fall in love with somebody you see every other month. Unless you're desperate. I mean, these statements are self-explanatory. Your husband thinks you're having an affair since I began to level up and is growing jealous. I don't know if this is good. Tell him no. Say, you know, I'm trying to improve myself. I'm trying to improve my life. People shouldn't stay the same. People should always be improving. If you think I'm having an affair because I'm starting to care about myself and about my appearance, then maybe you should take me out, show me off, spend some money on me, and show me my value, because obviously you're noticing. If you don't want somebody else to take me out, then you need to go take me out. You need to. If you worried about somebody else, that means you ain't doing your job. There you go. Then he'll either shut up or put up. What's the best way to make a man go from friends with benefits to committed? To rewind time and never agree to that situationship? Okay. Because once again, you're not listening. Women don't listen. Women do not listen. You can tell them something 20 times. If they don't want to hear it, they're going to ask you the question one more time just to make sure the answer hadn't changed. Okay. Okay. Look at this word. This is going to be cool. Watch this. This is your agreement right here. This word right here. This is your agreement. When you use the word with, that means these two are separate. You are separated from this person. But you have benefits with them. And that's it. That is it. Period. It doesn't say friends, ... It says friends specifically with benefits. Period. It doesn't say friends that may become whatever. It just says friends with benefits. This is a nice way of saying okay. So understand these words. This is what they're trying to tell you. Free sex. That's all it is, baby. You've agreed to it. You can't go and try to change it now. It's too late. Should never agree to that in the first place because it shows the person that you don't value yourself. And why would they want to commit to someone who doesn't value themselves? I don't know. So never agree to a friends with benefits situation, okay? It shows that you have no value and you have no standards because to me, if I'm going to give out any type of benefits, you need to be giving me some benefits, okay? Because I value myself. And just because you're cute, I don't care. Just because you think just because you think it may turn into something in the future, it shouldn't be the reason, because it probably won't if he said friends with benefits. So I wouldn't even bother with that situation. Just find a new one and don't become friends with benefits because that's where you messed up. Thank you. How can you reject a dusty that won't stop approaching? Ask him for some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Every time you approach, ask him for some money. Easiest, fastest way. What to do if a woman have a high libido? Focus that energy into creating something, into making herself better. Exercise, working out, starting a business. Channel that energy into something productive. Okay. There you go. And also check your need for validation. Why do you really want sex? Is it for validation? What is it that you're missing? Give it to yourself. Right? What are you missing? What do you need a Dusty's approval or some dude's approval to make you feel like you're something special or that you are worthy of whatever? Be worthy of yourself and you'll find that your libido may drop, or if you put your energy into something that's beneficial to you, that's going to improve you, you'll find that the libido will drop to something normal. What if you are with multiple millionaires whose family and friends tell him not to spend money on you because he got burned before, but you know he really likes you? Make him spend the money anyway. Who cares what they think? If you want to keep you around, he got to pay. That's it. What's the point of being with a millionaire if he ain't gonna spend no money on you? You might as well be with a broke person. At least he'll buy you something with his little paycheck. Who cares? It doesn't matter what they think. After 3 days, he told you he wanted a relationship. Well, tell him what a relationship means to you, because to him, it might just mean free sex, baby. To you, it might mean you pay all these bills. So you have to have a discussion about what a relationship means to you. Okay. He ready to pay them bills after 3 days? Wonderful. Double them and see what he does. What is the best answer when the man asks out other male friends or exes? I feel like men don't feel secure with me. What do you think? Oh. Well, if you look good, they always, especially if they're older and ugly, they always think you got somebody on the side and you just want their money. So you always have to say something like, oh, I was engaged, but they moved overseas or they died or something. Child. And you have to make yourself seem like you were committed, but something happened to take it away from you. Not that, that you threw it away. I'm Chris. Oh, thank you. I am Crystal Marie. I started a home health Medicare call rep for Medicare. It's put, but I'm ready to quit. I logged on after 20 minutes. My man pays my bills. I have a business I'm building. Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. I'm trying to fix this screen. Hold on. All right. Okay. So, you said you're how to not feel worthless after you messed up and had sex for free. Don't do it again. You're not worthless. You just made a mistake. Learn that valuable lesson. Okay. And when you learn that valuable lesson, you yourself will become more valuable for knowing that and never doing it again. You're never worthless. You just made a bad decision. That's all. Sorry, y'all. Thank you, I'm Crystal Marie. What I'm saying is, what do? I don't want to work this part-time job. I feel it beneath me. Then go get another job. Dress up real cute and go walk into a job that you don't even qualify for. Make sure the man who's doing the hiring is old and ugly, and go get you a job. Or go get you a sugar daddy, either one. It's that easy. Best to find private-owned businesses. They hire you right on the spot, girl. Like, oh, you look good. You hired. Be smart about it. You don't always have to go and find jobs online. You can walk into a place and go get you a job. Go walk into some old dude's privately owned business and go get you a job. Okay. That's how we used to do back in the day before people got jobs online. We just put on our cute outfit, walk into some, excuse me, are you hiring? They might not be hiring, but they sure shuffling looking for an application. Yeah, here's the application. Then they'll start trying to talk to you like they asking you about your job experience. And they ain't not even hiring. They don't got no hiring sign on the door or nothing, but they want to hire you. That's how you get a job that pays well and you don't do nothing. Okay. Well, I guess I could use a receptionist. Like, ain't no, like, there's not even a phone in there, but he could use a receptionist. No desk, no nothing. Well, I guess you could do some filing. I guess you could greet the customers. I guess you could just stand there and help anyone that might have a question. Well, you could come in my office. I need to ask. Maybe you can help me with some ideas. That's how it starts off. Girl, that's gonna be your business in 2 years. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I want my part-time job to be somewhere like a perfume shop. Like, I can dress nice and ain't smelling of grease. Do you look like the type of woman that can work at a nice perfume shop? If not, then you need to start to try to look like one. You speak like one, talk like one, act like one, walk like. I'm a perfume girl. You know, you need to go in there looking like that. Lie on your application. Okay. And they ask you what type of experience do you have? Make it up, girl. I used to work at such and such. Name some stuff. It was a privately owned boutique, but they closed during Corona. What they gonna do? Go check. So yes, try that. How to deal with controlling millionaire that pays all my bills. Ask him for permission to do every single thing. Reverse psychology, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Then he'll see how controlling he is. Be like, can I go to the bathroom? Do you mind if I turn up the volume? Do you mind if I get a snack? Do you mind if I call my mother? Do you mind if I get a glass of water? Do you mind if I scratch my butt? Right, thank you. See, that's what I would do. You must think I'm controlling. No, not at all. Okay. And do that, see what happens. How to milk a good level up when married. He sure is noticing. Could use your evil eye. Ask for what you want when you look really good. He was gonna say yes. Don't give him none either. Don't just give him stuff. Make him do stuff to get it. At what age women usually see visible gray hair? Girl, shoot. It depends on your genetic makeup or your diet. So some women can see it in their 20s. Some women can see it in their 30s and 40s. It just depends. Okay. All right. Is it absolutely necessary to wear lashes? No, I don't have any lashes right now, but if I usually like them for, more of film or video, or if they're very natural. Yeah, but you don't have to. You think it's absolute? Yeah, it's not absolutely necessary. Unless you just don't have no lashes at all. And sure, do you feel like dresses with slight cleavage are still classy, or should it keep it all covered up? It depends on your age, and if the dress is super tight or fitted, or how is it tight and showing cleavage and short. You got to pick one. Either you're going to show legs or cleavage. Either it's going to be tight with no cleavage or loose with a little cleavage. So pick one. Don't do all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those magnetic lashes are super easy. Yes, I love them. You want to lie about your past job that are non-existent, but I feel like they're going to do their research and catch me up. Girl, they ain't gonna do no research. It closed down. Corona. Period. Go look up businesses that closed down and list them. You gotta meet them halfway in the lie. Okay? That's all you gotta do. Go look up list of businesses that closed down and then write that down. And when they go to look it up, closed. What's a good allowance? I don't know. It depends on how much bills you have, and double it. Double the amount of bills you have. Get extra, and then get extra. You've done some major leveling up. How to get the most out of it, and you already answered that. Yeah, make them do stuff for you. Make them buy you stuff. Ask them for stuff, and don't give them none until he give it to you. Uh-huh. What kind of clothes do you wear when losing weight? Start your level up, but I'm sure what to wear. Dresses are always good. Like wrap dresses are always good because they're adjustable to anyone who's losing weight, and they're flattering to most figures. So I would try to stick with something like that. Thank you, Holy Rebel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. You said gray hair come from head congestion. Oh, okay. I don't know. Thank you, Holy Rebel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or hashtag Holy Rebel. Mm-hmm. So if I'm skinny, do I wear bigger clothing? No. If you're skinny, if I was skinny, I would just dress to show my thin figure. I mean, most men like skinny women anyway, especially wealthier men. Just dress regular, you know, stuff that fits your body but not super tight. Dress feminine. How to act if boyfriend loses his job because company shut down because of COVID. He still pay my bills and give me cash. I was going to push for a ring, but not until he gets another job. Yeah, tell him to start his own business, girl. Then he won't ever get fired again. Online businesses, he need another form of income. I mean, that's the risk you take when there's only one form of income. When your man don't have no backup plan. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Time to start to get a backup plan. Your life could go from nice to really bad. People need to have more than one income source. You say you threw the rest of your burger out because of me. Okay, well, half a burger better than a whole burger, I guess. You pulled a doctor because of me. It works. Oh, well, good for you. Um, how do you feel about a controlling dad? I don't feel anything about a controlling dad because If you're grown, then do what you want. Get your own money. Find a sugar daddy. Get a job. I'm not, as a grown woman, I'm not concerned about anybody controlling me, period. A couple of men providing for me and my whole lifestyle. How to hide my great job. Should I keep saying I helped my sick grandma, but she passed away 15 years ago? He will know. Nuh-uh, you got 2 grandmas. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Most people got 2 grandmas. What does it mean when he says make him more resourceful? That means tell him what you want. To give him your bills, baby. That means giving him your bills. How to fake cry, girl? You need some hot sauce in your bag and just put your finger in the hot sauce, like you're gonna dig in your purse and touch your eye right in the corner, like, and then the tears will come. Then you can start acting from there. Thank you, Miss Bay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry, y'all. I'm thinking about something. Decoding something in my mind. Thank you, Holy Rebel, again, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Aren't we all master manifestors? Why finesse men by lying? Girl, because that's how they get you. We can create lies for ourselves without having to chase a thing. That's true. But why when you could get both? You can manifest for self and get his money. Why do you have to choose? Why can't you have both? That's a true master, one who can get both. Do you believe the right one comes when you least expect it? I feel like men sense when I'm looking, even when I pretend I'm not. That's, yeah. Because they can sense that. You shouldn't be looking. You should just be there to be looked at. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, LaToya. Like I discovered, I discussed this thank you, Gianna. I discussed this in an older video. Don't go out looking. Go out to be looked at. Okay? They can tell that you're looking because every time someone walks in, if you're out just having a good time, enjoying your time, and looking like you're enjoying life in general and not really just looking for a man, that's when they come because they feel like you're not desperate. So just go out there and just be happy and be free and like you're having the best time ever by yourself, or that you're enjoying life on purpose and not there looking for anything. That's how you need to be. Don't be out there like you waiting on somebody to approach you or looking for somebody. You need to be out there like, I know y'all see me. I know I look good, but I'm not looking for you. You're going to have to approach me. I'm the prize. Period. I'm just here to, eat my little appetizer or salad and have my little drink and then enjoy the ambiance, and then I'm gone. And if you can catch me between then and the time that I leave, well, good for you. That's how you got to be. That's the attitude you have. You also have to feel like you already got something at home. Act like you already have what you are trying to attract. Act like you already have some man paying all your bills. That's how you got to go out looking. I already have a man paying all my bills. Not like I'm looking for a man to pay my bills, but like I already have a man that pays all my bills. What are you going to offer me? That's not what you say, but that's how you need to look and feel. Like, can you top what he already has? Can you top him? They don't even know him, but they know that you look like the type of woman that probably already has someone paying your bills. And so they are already going to expect to pay bills when they approach you because that's what you look like. Okay, so that's how you need to feel when you go out, not just help. I'm looking for someone. You know, every time the door opens, you look. Don't do that. You said you follow my advice, got your dream life. Well, go ahead, Madonna. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Mm-hmm. How do you seem shy yet confident? I hate that. I hate feeling uncomfortable with attention. Then bury yourself, get you a tombstone, or wear a shroud. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, you want to be seen or not, baby? What are you uncomfortable with? The attention? So you want to blend into the background, right? You want to not be seen. You wear camouflage then, baby. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you, J Star Sprinkle Sprinkle. I have a potential who came back after I told him off in April and told him he's old, he's 51, but he looks good. He's whining and dining. Any tips for him? Any tips? Okay. Tell him about start. You have to start by preparing the story of when you're going to need some money. So, oh yeah, my grandma called me. You know, if he asks you how your day was, oh great, I was just talking to my grandmother. You know, she has a few concerns. I was just trying to, talk to her, make her feel okay. Then a couple of days or a couple of weeks later, if you're still talking to that guy, oh, how was your day? He'll be like, good. How was yours? Oh, well, I just had to pay my grandma's mortgage, which I really didn't have, but I couldn't let her go without. So I'm just kind of thinking about what I need to do. Well, is there anything I can do? You see? So build up your lie a week or two in advance so that when he hears the story, you're not going to ask him, you're just going to tell him the story. It'll be more believable, and he'll feel like he knows the situation, and he'll want to rescue you as a way to impress you. Okay? Ooh, thank you, Holy Rebel. She just sprinkle me. You said real game, I'm buying. Thank you. That is some good game, ain't it? Sprinkle. Wouldn't he get turned off hearing about a grandma? Not if you don't talk about her all the time. If you just get in and get out about the mortgage and then quickly change the subject. You got to get in and get out about grandma and change the subject and back to him. And be like, oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Well, is there, so if you don't linger on it, he'll be more likely to help. Anyway, y'all, I got to go. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Holy Rebel, because you didn't sprinkle me plenty. Thank you, everybody who sprinkled me good, too. I would go back up, but this chat is kind of stuck, and I can't see everybody. But thank y'all so much. Y'all know I appreciate y'all. I'm happy that I can help people get the bag and get to the next level and improve themselves. Just stay disciplined, stay focused on yourself, and remember the goal will give you more options when you reach your goals. Because no one else will do it for you except for you, so you got to do it. You say you 21 a little trashy and still getting leveled up. Okay, then. We got to start somewhere. Sprinkle. Okay. As long as you're on the path. How would you take money to finish building your house? Your own house? Take it. Tell them what it's, don't tell them what it's for. Get it in installments. Take a little each week. Take a little each month. y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Do I like my Halloween hat?